Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Peas. Plants, poetry, people and places, and prayer. My name is Louis T. Condrick. Tonight we'll be talking about the philodendron. But just to let you know, the Peas will have a special soon called The Plan, which will deal with science and nature, mathematics, universe, planets. We'll go over a lot of things, a lot of different things. So I hope you do eventually watch it and enjoy it. Let's talk about the philodendron, the Arium family. Philodendron plant, with some species, have large, beautiful leaves. These plants rarely produce flowers as houseplants. These plants will grow with aerial roots, will stick and grow up trees, fences, trellis, stakes, any upright object. These aerial roots will attach and grow up. These aerial roots could obtain nutrients, but most food comes from the soil. So have yourself good, rich soil for these plants with good drainage, always good drainage. The leaf shapes come in many different types. They come heart, lance, arrow, and spatula. The leaves are smooth. Young plants, young philodendrons, could have bright green leaves and or red leaves. Now let's talk about different philodendrons. Philodendron Augustusectum, common name Philodendron elegans. Support this plant on a stake. This plant has oval-shaped leaves. Philodendron bipennifolium, common name the panda plant. Fiddle leaf philodendron, another common name for it. This is a climbing plant. Leaves are heart-shaped. The plant ages. The leaves become thin on the top. This is where it gets its name, the fiddle leaf plant. White on the bottom, thin on the top. These plants need to be supported by stakes or trellis. Philodendron bipennifolium, a large climbing plant that can reach 5 feet high. This plant has dark green leaves. The plant produces a short stem as it ages. Philodendron Burgundy, a slow climbing plant, usually does not need support. The stalks are deep red. New baby leaves are bright red. Okay. Now, Philodendron glubescens, common name red leaf or blushing. This plant will grow tall when staked. Arrow-shaped leaves. The central stem turns reddish purple. Philodendron emby. This plant needs to be staked, can reach heights of 8 to 10 feet. This plant has heart-shaped leaves. Underside of the leaf could be red. Philodendron melanchrysum, common name black gold philodendron. This plant is slow growing. The leaves are heart-shaped, become elegant as they age. The leaves are soft, blackish green, hanging down as they age. Attach the plant to a moss-covered stake because the aerial roots will stick to the moss easier. Philodendron petatum, also called Philodendron laxinatum. This plant will grow slowly up a stake. It has bright green leaves. The leaf has 5 lobes. In other words, There's 5 round lobes that come out of the sides of the plant, 2 on and 1 on top. 2 on each side, 1 on top. Philodendron scandens, common name, heartleaf philodendron. Small leaf that grows slow growing, climbing as one of the easiest plants. A clear, transparent leaf forms as the new growth. Keep the plant from growing leggy. Pinch back to make full and bushy. In other words, as it grows out, the stems get very long. You want to pinch it back. Pinching means you want to cut it, usually at the node. Cut it below the node. The node is the little circle that's in the stem itself, and this will force it to become bushier. If you cut it above the node, you're going to produce more new growth off that one stem area. Philodendron salome. Common name, split-leaf philodendron. This form is not a climber, grows from the middle, small trunk, forming arching large leaves that hang. Philodendron Wendlanti, a non-climbing plant with large leaves that are glossy deep green. And Philodendron Monstera attisani, common name Swiss cheese philodendron, grows 6 to 8 feet high, full sun and partial shade plant. It does not bloom, and it's toxic to dogs and cats. So you gotta be careful with that with dogs and cats. Philodendron plants like bright indirect light. Direct light will burn the leaves. They will remain alive at medium to low light, but will not have much active growth without the light. There'll be some growth, but not very little. The plant remains stagnant sometimes from lack of light. Keep plant normal room temperature, 65 to 75 degrees Fahrenheit. Plant itself should be well-drained soil. Fertilize philodendron during a growing season once a month. Top coat with topsoil or organic humus. Like I said, soil should be good drainage. You could propagate plant by using large stems. Do not let leaves touch the soil. Remove bottom leaves. Stakes for climbers should be covered with sphagnum moss to keep moist. Aerial roots will attach easily. Make sure it does stay, the soil does get drained. Never soggy. This will cause root rot. Okay, the poem I'm going to read tonight is called The Picture Garden. It's perfect with plants. In a magazine, an article of a country house, I called to show the gardens to my spouse. The article showed gardens in the front, side, and back. Beautiful flowering shrub, trees and flowers they didn't lack. The first plants I spotted was a bridal bush and a snowball tree. A beautiful weeping willow provides shade for all to see. Rare European azaleas that I come across. An oak tree with a decorative boulder that had some moss. A large multicolored croton in a clay pot. Kept on a deck, watered sparingly to avoid root rot. Yellow coreopsis and daylily, a background they made. Tuberous begonias grow well in the shade. Dusty Miller lining up on one side, Bleeding Heart draping over but doesn't collide. The last garden I saw was an evergreen show. This is where leyland and hinoki cypress, blue spruce, and junipers would grow, and that was called the picture garden. Now I want to talk to you tonight real quick about something, and it's a pleasant thing today. All right, for once I'm going to talk something pleasant, because the world's negative enough. Everyone should have plants in their houses, living areas, or offices. The color green keeps it calm. Plants filter the air so you breathe clean air. Good air makes your brain strong, makes your body strong, your muscles, everything. The color green controls stress. So get out and get to learn some plants, learn how to grow them, and please go out and plant some trees. My prayer, I'm going to close with, is, Dear Lord, bless the earth, the environment, and nature. Keep us healthy. Help us do the right things. I love you, God. Bless us all. Say hi to your son for me. Amen. Thank God. God bless. And good day.